This is the crock pot that you never knew that you needed.
I want to start this video off by saying we are not getting paid to do this review. The majority of all our reviews on YouTube are done because we found the product and we just simply want to share with you how great this product is. Rockpot is amazing. You can use this during adventuring and camping, or say a hurricane, you lose your electricity, or a tornado, some sort of disaster, or the end of the world. I'm just saying that you don't need electricity to use this this device, and you can cook anything from like breads to soups to you can even grill with this. So please check this video out, and this is an awesome product.
I'm here today with Fred. Fred is the inventor of Rockpot.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Fred, we were walking by and we're out here at a homestead / prepping event, and people kept coming by. Randall, Michelle, you got to go check out Fred's Rockpot. And so we're like, okay, we'll go check them out. There is something very unique about your product that nobody else is doing. Tell us a little bit about what Rockpot is.
Well, thank you. And first of all, I appreciate the opportunity. That's really cool. So during COVID, everybody was struggling with all kinds of issues. I was bored, and my wife told me I needed to get a life. So this is what popped out. This is the invention. And part of it was because of what was going on. You know, how can you figure out a way to cook if you don't have power or it's an emergency? And then it not only turned into an emergency product or a prepper product, but an everyday use, turned out. And I'm super glad it turned out so well. It was a little challenging to figure out some of the components, especially the stone or the rock, but we got it figured out and we're really excited about it.
So how does this thing work?
Yeah, it's pretty slick. What makes it completely unique is the stone. This is a patent pending material. It's got a stainless steel mesh in it. It's made out of two basic components. It's a natural soapstone and another natural mineral called alumina. And those two things hold heat like crazy. And what's cool about it, and this is hard for people to believe, but I'll demo it for you, is you can heat this two different ways. One, you can drop it on your stovetop burner. Okay. Don't care if it's electric or gas. You only need to heat it for 30 minutes.
Or in a power out situation, rocket stove.
Exactly.
Campfire.
Exactly, and that's what I was getting to next. What's awesome about it though is if your power's out or you're camping, you can literally just throw that thing in a fire. I tell you to just take that, drop it in the fire. If you're using a fire, it's a little different because it could be a good fire, not so good a fire. So we also give you a thermostat. We tell you after about 10-20 minutes, drop that on top of the stone in the fire. Make sure it's at least 600 degrees.
So you're telling me you're dropping the thermometer in the fire?
Yeah, so the stone's sitting in the fire, and once it's sitting in the fire, again, I don't care if it's in the coals, whatever, give it about 10-20 minutes and put this on top of the stone.
Wow.
And once that thing hits 600, you're good to go.
Okay.
That way it's consistent every time. You know that when you put that in there, it's going to cook your food and it's going to keep it hot for the 10 plus hours. Okay?
So that rock, once you heat it, stays hot for 10 to 12 hours?
Yeah, so
That's
let me demo this. So then you heat that baby up, put it in the bottom of the pot, and what's cool about this pot, it's actually a double wall stainless steel, kind of like those Yeti cups, you know, that keep ice forever.
Insulated.
We vacuumed all the air out of it, so it makes it doesn't get hot on the outside, but it holds the heat or cold extremely well. So then, here's the best part. You can take this pot, 7.5 quarts, fill it up with whatever you want. Could be raw chicken, roast, potatoes, whatever. Put it down in the pot, and you can take that baby with you. You can carry it around, take it to the park, put it on your boat,
amazing.
And it'll cook your food, and again, keep it hot for about 10 to 12 hours, depending on what you have in there. I mean, if you're cooking bread, you don't go that long, but if you're cooking a meal, yeah.
So the best part is you don't have to worry about leaving something on while you're away.
Exactly.
You're not drawing electricity and risk burning something down.
Exactly, and again, it's super efficient with power because it's only 30 minutes. Yeah. So even if you're using your stove at home, you're only using 30 minutes of power. Gotcha. Yeah, pretty slick.
So a stovetop, you said, gets up to about 550 degrees.
Yeah.
So at 550, you say you're good.
Yeah, yeah. So we just say 30 minutes.
Okay.
Electric, gas, 30 minutes. It's a little bit more unique because we actually give you this really cool quick start guide when you get the pot, because heating a fire and heating on a stove is a little different. A fire gets so hot that we say 600 degrees because the bottom of that stone is probably about 800. That way you can take a pot full of raw food and shove it in that pot and it's going to cook all of it.
Right.
At home, your stove's only going to get it to like 450 to 550. So in the instructions, which you get in the quick start guide, we say, look, if you're going to cook a huge meal, just start throwing your meat and your carrots and whatever in there while you're heating your stone. Kind of give it a kick start.
Gotcha.
Fire, you don't need that, but at home, that's a good practice. But again, you can watch the video or read the instructions.
Okay.
And the really cool part is you can put whatever you want in here. It could be a full raw chicken, roast, ribs, fill it up, put it in there, and then you can take that thing with you. And not only will it cook all of that, but it'll keep it hot for 10 to 12 hours. Yeah, here, I'll show you. I got a roast down here, and I put it in the shade because that sun makes the thing feel hot, even though it's not. So come feel that real quick. Barely even warm, right?
Right.
Okay, I put a raw 3.5 pound pork roast in there this morning, carrots, potatoes. Not only did it cook it, but it's steaming hot.
Oh, wow.
And it will be hot till about 6, 7 at night. It'll still be about 180 degrees in there, that food. So you can cook whatever you want. So you can do brownies, cake, stews, just about anything. Yeah. And again, the cool thing is you're barely even heating that stone for 30 minutes. Just putting a roast in your oven for hours or anything that, like a slow cooker, why keep it plugged in for hours? You just put it wherever you want in there and it'll take care of it. Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it just came out about 5-6 months ago. Took a while to get the patent work done. So yeah, and it's kind of high tech. I know it looks low tech. This is like a big Yeti. You know how those cups hold ice for a couple days? Same thing. It's got a bottom that spreads the heat real well. It's got like a copper in there that disperses it.
Copper core bottom.
That's
and then a double
double
steel
wall.
wall vacuums.
Yeah, you should trade me places. You're way ahead of me. Yeah, no, so that's what makes it work. You got the stone that really holds the heat, and then you got the rock pot that actually keeps that heat. Another thing that's cool is it's a low-tech but very effective valve system. So at about 15 psi, that little weighted ball floats up, so it keeps it under some pressure, so it cooks a little faster. Just real slick, real versatile. Yep. And then the thing is, throw the whole thing in the dishwasher if you want. So, yeah, kind of low-tech, high-tech. A lady on YouTube the other day, actually Instagram, she made a breakfast casserole, right? So it was just a small amount, it was for her and her husband, so she mixed all her eggs and spinach and all that in there, and she had that just on top. That way she could use it however she wanted. Yeah, and that's cool. You can put like hot dogs in the bottom, chili on here, steam your vegetables, grill your food. And kind of how it works, it's low-tech, high-tech, because it depends on what you put in there, will depend on how it cooks. We're pretty much all water, so is vegetables and meat. So if you got a bunch of vegetables and meat in there, it won't get more than about 212, 215, because that's natural. But if you just have a chicken in the bottom, there's a lot of empty space, so then it'll let it grill it. Or if you're cooking rolls or a brownie, a lot of dead space, not as much water, it'll get to about 350, 400 degrees in there. So yeah, that's what makes it so versatile. And it's not that we're geniuses, it's just kind of nature.
Right.
And we're geniuses. No, I'm kidding. Not really. There you go. Pretty slick, huh? Yep.
Very nice.
And it does have a lifetime warranty. So yeah, the stone and everything's warranted. Yeah.
So what all comes with the kit?
Okay, the basic kit is everything you see right here. So you get the handle, and you get the stone, the pot. Let me show you something cool about the handle. It's extremely strong. You don't have to worry about it. It won't bend, won't break.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. And then the thermostat, the instructions, that all comes in the basic kit right there.
Okay. Now, you also sell this on what they call a full kit.
Yeah.
So what's a full kit?
Full kit's got some pretty cool stuff. So it gives you versatility in cooking. Again, you can cook brownies, bread, cakes, spaghetti, rice, all kinds of things in here. And these accessories give you some of that versatility. For example, I could have meat in the bottom, steam my vegetables. Or if I just want to steam vegetables, put water in the bottom. I can use this pot. My son's favorite is chili dogs for his kids.
Oh,
so he'll
fun.
put hot dogs in the bottom, chili on the top,
Yeah.
take it to the park, wherever he wants. He's got hot chili dogs
That's
all
wonderful.
day. Or spaghetti in the bottom, meat sauce on top, you know,
Yeah,
whatever your
that's
imagination
some
will go
great
with.
possibilities.
Yeah, exactly. So it just gives you versatility.
I can bake a potato in this?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
You can also grill. And I give you the reason why grill works, because there's a lot of dead air space. So it lets all that heat come from that stone, that 500-600 degrees, and you can grill your chicken, grill your fish. Yeah,
It's amazing.
it's pretty slick.
It's amazing. It's just like having a full crock pot, but there's no power.
Yeah, it's kind of having almost an oven in a crock
I was about
pot.
to say, it's
Yeah,
like
it
having
is.
a full kitchen.
Yeah,
It
kind of.
really is.
You could grill on the bottom and cook vegetables on the top.
I'll tell you what, I can tell you right now that when we go camping, this is going to be on our list to use every time we go camping.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
hope you enjoy it
impressed.
at home.
Yeah.
There's some great videos on Instagram and YouTube, and people are getting super creative on how to cook things with this. So I recommend you check it out.
Okay, now how do we get in contact with you if there's people watching this?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, appreciate that. You can go to rockpotusa.com and you can order it online. We ship all over US and Canada.
Okay, great.
It's got a lifetime warranty, so that way you don't have to worry about breaking anything. And unless you run it over with your car, we don't cover that. But yeah, it's made out of a really good material. We're very confident in it. So,
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to show you
you're
some
kidding me.
product.
I appreciate the time.
This
Thank
is
you.
absolutely wonderful, and I can't wait to start using this.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, enjoy it.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys, if you think that you want to do some crock pot cooking off-grid with a no power situation, or cook at home without using the risk of leaving something plugged in at home, look at getting the Rock Pot. I hope you enjoyed the video, find it informal. We invite you to hit the like button, share it out on social media, get the word out of what this guy has for a product that you can cook with in a grid down situation.
Any situation.
Any situation. Hit the subscribe button. Remember, keep growing, keep building, and always keep adventuring together. We're Farmington Famous. We'll see you next time.